Hello, hello, hello! You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic. I'm not Lamar, but he should probably be a little miffed. Look, this topic is actually very funny to me, and here's the reason why it's funny. It's not just because it's red eye or green eye, as some people might call it, right? Green with envy. It's not that I envy these other players. What I'm saying is that it's a way to build your team that is proven high levels of success that the Ravens have literally scoffed at and said, not us. And in doing so, right? And in also never accepting Lamar for being the player that he is, you ended up wasting 4 years. I get so tired of hearing people say, oh, well, those are expensive players. When a quarterback is on a rookie deal, that's when you get the expensive players. Once they get paid, you're like, look, you've had enough time, enough help. Now I need you to take another level to carry more of a load, more of a burden to get us to the promised land, to keep you happy. You might have a little less, but we're going to do our best to surround you with talent while keeping you happy and paid. That's how the nature of the business works. Even if, and I'm going to say this, if your guys' point and standpoint was to say, oh, well, then we build up great defenses, then the other years, we should have had this type of defense that we had last year, all the previous 4 years that Lamar Jackson was a quarterback. Why wasn't it? Remember, they didn't want to get no high-priced DNs neither. Y'all acting like y'all don't know this. Look, I'm never going to say any team is perfect. The Ravens are in that boat too. No team is perfect. I'm not saying that. All I've ever asked of the Ravens is to take the layups. If it's a layup, just make it. That can't be too much to ask for. And anybody else is saying, oh, that is a lot to ask for. Like, shut up. Oh. You know why? Because you're part of the problem. You've been part of the problem. Because anything they do, oh yeah, purple. They're always right. They're always correct. Their assessment, undeniably great. Like, bro, it's not that, no. And for everybody that's saying that, you forget that they came out and said they're just starting to now build around Lamar. That's not me. That's your guy, Harbaugh, saying that. Remember when Harbaugh came out and said that we're at the bar, we're at the end of the bar, and other people was like, yeah, we are, so I don't know why you guys act like you're part of the team, right? And then the same guy came out and said, yeah, we're just starting to build around Lamar now. You know what I mean? We're really starting to, it took a culture shift, but now we're really invested into building around him. And now you're acting like he did, oh, he said that, but he really didn't mean that. The same thing that when I said that, you know, I remember I got a lot of flack for even saying when he had chosen Monken because of his sister. And a lot of people was like, oh, that's not what he meant. And the man doubled down and said, yeah. I never watched tape with him and everything. And my sister brought him to me. And then all of you got quiet and stood acted like, oh, well, his sister must be one of the most intelligent people ever because Tom Monken is perfect. Bro, y'all got to stop drinking the purple-colored Kool-Aid extra thick on the purple. The Ravens are not perfect. No team is. But all we're asking as a fan base is that they take the layups. If I was Lamar, of course I would. Listen, Lamar, meeting him, he seems to be one of the most forward-thinking people I've been around, right? He's always thinking forward and positive. But when he's by himself, quiet in a room, where it's not just you, God, and your echo, I can't tell you what he feels, but if I was him, I'd be miffed. Because if I've already put on display 2 MVPs, my second MVP, my best weapon wasn't even available to me. And the weapon that you brought in most of the time wasn't available to me. And I was still the leading rusher on my team. And I won an MVP. What would I do with a DK Metcalf? What would I do with an A.J. Brown? What would I do with a Stephon Diggs? What would I do with a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, a Justin Jefferson, a Chase? What would I do? A player that commands double teams on the outside. Players that cannot be single covered, not even for half the game. What would I do? You're going to try to tell me you're things you don't think about that? Like, that's my problem. You guys have seen how it's like like you can't even refute the facts. We've seen how Josh Allen's game jumped up when he got Stephon Diggs. We've seen the type of stats Patrick Mahomes was putting up when he had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. And I don't want to hear nothing because he won a Super Bowl with them too and made it to another one with them and probably would have won that one if his offensive line was an absolute crap. Y'all not getting it yet? Not getting through the noggin? It's like Joe Burrow, what did his season look when he got chased? We could keep going. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And it's like, look, we should want our QB's job to be as easy as possible. We all know that Lamar got superpowers. The man's a Kryptonian. We get it. Yo. But what you know what I'm saying? He has special abilities that no other quarterback in the league has. He's literally one of one. But that superpower shouldn't have to be what we go to every time. You understand where I'm coming from? We can lean on him at times, but not all the time. If they would have approached Lamar like this with Todd Monken from the jump, we would already have a Super Bowl. I could make the argument we would already have 2 Super Bowls. Listen, once again, this isn't a hate thing. This is a common sense thing, right? I'm not hating on EDC. I'm not hating on Harbaugh. What I'm saying is the common sense answer, the easy answer sometimes, a lot of times, is just that, the answer. Sometimes it's all you need. And for us to win, guess what? That's what we need. Stephon Diggs wasn't even that expensive. It wasn't. Look what's his name got Keenan Allen for. We've watched what's the Browns get what's his name for like a 5th. Like the one that was on the Cowboys. You know what I'm talking about. Like, these are the stuff that I'm talking about. Like, great guys that need to be guarded by 2 people. It's a numbers game. If you got a guy on the outside that can't be guarded one-on-one, right? Then he's always, then because of Lamar's status, right? They're probably going to be, we'd rather him throw it than run it. So they're going to leave him one-on-one. Could you imagine the type of gaudy numbers Tyreek Hill would if you had to guard him one-on-one all game? Chase, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams. There's a list of guys. A.J. Brown, Metcalf, McLaurin, Moore. Think about if you had to guard those guys one-on-one all game. What type of numbers they would put up that game? You're like, oh, well, they would switch it up sometimes, and then you'd have to worry about Lamar being Lamar. Or Lamar getting it to Mark Andrews. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. It gets so frustrating sometimes because I look at people and I'm like, bro, like, this is undeniable. Look, I'm happy for C.J. Stroud. He got his weapons and stuff like that. But when you see, like, with us, let me give you the perfect example. Because of what Nico Collins and Tank Dell did, right? They're like, oh, we're fine. We don't need to add nothing more. They're still trying to add and make it easier for him. Tell me right now, as a Ravens fan, tell me if I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If the Ravens were in the same predicament as the Texans have a very, very good defense. Pass rushers, corners, the whole 9. Safety. If the Ravens saw how good the offense was the previous season with the 2 wide receivers they had, do you think they would add another one? Scratch that. Do you think they would add another number 1 receiver, not just any receiver, because they would add like a 3rd, 4th round, a guy that the team don't want no more, but a legit top receiver in this game after seeing what the receivers did last year? Go ahead and tell me they would do it. No. Get real close and tell me they would do it. Because if you fix your mouth, I'm just going to be like, pow! Wow, watch out now. It's the little one, but it's not Bow Wow. Yo, I had your jaw like, yo. But what do you guys think, right? Do y'all think that Lamar should be or is probably pissed about this? Or are you guys like, look, it's water under the bridge. It's in the past. We move forward. Mind you, I think that it's water under the bridge, but I think that it's something that you have to evolve and learn from. And EDC's presser did not tell me that he's learned from his mistakes. But like I said, let me know what you think down in the comment section, all right? But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know I love the comments. If you have not done so already, check out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And like yesterday, like I said, we just had somebody join. Guys, we're building something special over here, and I'm serious. I want this to be a platform that you guys can go to, trust, and just have a good time watching. I really am trying to build that. And if you would like to donate, bottom of the screen right here is a QR code. QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App is located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is $The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. And like I said, for the donations, that's going to new cameras and it's going to a Starlink. So I can give you content even during natural disasters. But once again, it's The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Natural, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.